Now when you see about individual layers and the encapsulation of how it happens, so starting in the physical layer gets the frame from the data link layer and add adds its own header, physical layer header to it, the information regarding the media and other things, and that is being transmitted through the medium, which is being received in the receiver's end, and the header is being separated, and based on that the data part is being sent to data link layer. So physical layer is responsible for movement of individual bits from one hop to next. Data link layer, so it receives the data packet from the network layer and adds its own header at the front, and the error correction code and the error detection code and so on at the or cyclic redundancy check information and so on as trailer, and makes it as a frame and passes it on to the physical layer. On the receiver side, it receives the frame from the physical layer, and then it removes the header and checks for the physical addresses, and then checks for the error in the bits with the help of CRC and error detection codes, and then if they are correct, then the data packet is being passed on to the network layer. So the data link layer is responsible for moving frames from one hop to next. So hop to hop delivery, so end system, from there it sends the data to the intermediate system where it gets verified until the router phase, then it is being redirected, routed to the next intermediate system router, uh, and there again it goes only up to data link layer. In network layer it is identified as it belongs to a particular physical address, so the physical address alone is reframed and the new frame reaches the final end system where it has to reach. So this is called hop to hop delivery. Next thing is network layer, where the data is received from transport layer as a segment, and that is being converted into packet by adding the header. The header information in the network layer will be the logical addresses of the source and the destination, and that is being converted into packet datagrams and sent to data link layer. And at the receiving side, the data packet is being received from the frame, and then the header is being removed and verified whether it is for the corresponding destination, and if so the data packet, the data is being sent to transport layer for combining the segments. So the network layer is responsible for delivering the individual packets from source host to the destination host. So from in the system it goes through the network. So this is one hop delivery, this is another hop from intermediate to intermediate, and finally it reaches the end system. So this is source to destination. Network layer is responsible for source to destination delivery. Next comes the transport layer, which is responsible for framing the segment. So when it receives the information from the session layer, it cuts it into various chunks or parts, and they are called they are framed as segments by adding header to it, so that a proper session is maintained, synchronization is being maintained. So the header part is being added to each data chunk, and the segments are formed and they are passed on to the network layer. And at the receiver side, all the data segments are received and they are being ordered in particular order. The header information will contain the segmentation data, the serial numbers of the data segments and so on, so that according to that order they will be ordered and then combined together, and in case of any segments missing, those things will be again obtained and they will be combined and sent to session layer. So this is the work of transport layer, and it is responsible for delivery of message from one process to another. and here. So it is one process to another. So this we have network layer host to host delivery. In case intermediate is there, host to host, host to host. Here it is one process in a computer to another process or the same process